Hi, Mrs. Mully.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Sleepy.
Hey, could you, today's March 11th.
Oh.
It's 1 year from the earthquake.
Mm.
Um, could you tell us, I kind of want to do like a remembering March 11th. Where were you? Tell us your March 11th story. What
Okay.
happened?
The March 11th, 2011 was the regular day, the weekday, one of the weekdays. I don't remember what day was it. But I was working in my office, and it was 2:45, and I finished my duty and my job, the working time, but I have certain time to do my thing, and I finished it, and I went to the bathroom and sitting.
Sat down in the toilet
Yeah.
and
And well, I was sitting in the toilet and it started dizzy. I felt dizzy, and I thought I started shaking my body, right? But it went on so long, kind of strange. I get dizzy every once in a while, but this was went on pretty long time, and I feel little start strange. Is it my body's moving or what? And well, when it went so long, I started realizing this isn't me. This is the building is shaking. So I quickly finished and got out the toilet stool, and still shaking it. So I ran into my office, and people are just ducked under the desk or making a noise and stuff. And somebody turned on TV and showing the news says that there is an earthquake happened in Tohoku, and the huge tsunami is coming up. So I found out there was massive earthquake happen.
hmm.
Yeah, but well, this earthquake wasn't like short and strong. It's long and waving for a long time. And actually, by the time I got back in office, TV news was showing the first tsunamis. It's about reaching to the bay or somewhere, and it shows the map of Japan and the warning of tsunami. And my office was not too far from. It's not too far from the bay, and we have the warning too. But well, people just shocking to hear the news and watching the news from the main place.
Hmm.
So we really didn't know what to do. Just trying to figure out what's going on.
Hmm. Now, since then, like you said, you guys had the tsunami warning,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you didn't leave your office, did you?
No, because this was actually the first massive earthquake
In your lifetime,
in my lifetime, and in my everybody for
right?
everybody
Right.
in my office, and
Right.
even my bosses. We have in the office branch manager and some managers in the office, but they didn't know what to do.
Right.
They were
Now,
just confused as we were.
now since then, have you guys implemented
Yeah, yeah.
a new system for like if something like this happens again? Do you have an
Right,
evacuation plan or?
right. Yeah, we already have the vacation plan and rules that what to do when this is happening.
Okay,
But,
so have they studied up on the evacuation plan since then?
well, we reminded us ourselves what to do and where we needs to evacuate, and we even rebuilt the mailing system. That when earthquake happened, while we were not in the office, how we reach out each other. It's
Okay.
like a relay mailing system, those kind of stuff.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
my turn.
Okay.
Thanks for your story.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell about
Yeah.
the cell phone thing. Too.
Yeah.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to.
Where were you on that?
March
the
11th, 2011.
Yeah.
I was at work. Well, today's Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a leap year this year, so it must have been a Friday.
Friday or Thursday?
Thursday or Friday, right?
Yeah.
So I was sitting at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
It was, well, it's 2:46, a quarter to 3. And I was working on my computer, and I kind of felt like this thing started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you, I felt like, am I feeling dizzy or something, right? And for anybody that's never been in an earthquake, and okay, for us it was a mild quake. So when I say a mild quake, I'm not talking about the people up in Toho. I mean, it was a massive quake up there. But way down here was a mild quake, and it was wavy like this. And if you've never been in an earthquake before, you'll feel like maybe you're feeling lightheaded, and then you realize what it is.
Right.
So anyway, I was sitting at my desk, and I was on my computer, and I just started waving like this, and I thought, oh my God, I'm getting dizzy. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's not me. And I leaned back in my chair, and I said to one of the other teachers, I said, was that an earthquake? And they're like, no, no, no. And then they're like, oh, it's shaking, it's shaking. And then it started waving a little harder, right? And it's at the time it was funny because, I mean, we've been in so many earthquakes over the years where nothing's ever happened.
Right.
It was kind of funny at the time, but my first instinct, and especially with the YouTube thing, was I grabbed my camera. I turned on, I thought, oh, I'm going to get a good video out of this. And I started shooting like the shades, shaking back and forth, right? And we got some stuff on the ceiling. I was shooting those, and they were shaking back and forth. And I'm like, hey, everybody, we're having an earthquake, blah, blah, shaking back and forth. And then when the shaking stopped, we all went outside. That was actually a half day of school that day. So a lot of the students had already gone home. But there were still a lot of students there, so we got everybody out on the ground, the school ground, and we were outside for about a half hour. Kurt and I were standing there talking, and like we were getting news through Twitter. Quicker than news was coming across the TV.
Right.
Like somebody was tweeting about the fires up in Tokyo, and when we saw that, we were like, "Wow, that was a big quake," and we didn't know where it came from. But then when we were outside for about a half hour or so, and we went back into the school, and then it started shaking again, and so we went back outside, and of course, during this time, I was worried about Tomoko while we were outside, and the phones were totally dead. There was no way to dial from your phone. So we've got this program called Kakao Talk, and what Kakao Talk is it's like it's like a messaging system. It's like Twitter. You can tweet back and forth, but it's unlimited in your text. You can type, text this long and send it. You can send pictures and videos and stuff like that. So I thought, I'll try that. So I got on Kakao Talk and I, sent a message to Tomoko, and within a few minutes I got a response back from her that she was okay. So we were fine with that. But then when we went back into the school, they had the TV going in the teacher's room. And that's when we saw the tsunami. And that's when the reality hit. Like, wow, oh my God, look at that. And we actually watched, like, the first wave come through. And it was taking out the houses and we were watching it live, right? And we were like, oh my God. And it's just going up through the fields and going up through the fields. And, you could see cars driving on the street just get wiped totally away. And, we're watching this on live TV, and it was just dead silence. I mean, nobody knew what to say. I mean, what could you say? It was so unreal. It was like watching a movie.
Yeah, even like I said before, this was the first biggest earthquake I ever experienced in my lifetime, right? And we didn't know.
Come on over.
Because of the first experience, I don't know what the tsunami does.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So when I'm watching the news, the live news, that tsunamis are coming in the city, I didn't expect that gets so much damage to the people.
Right. I expected like one huge wave just going crash right on the beach and maybe, you know.
Well, I had no idea that tsunami could have done to us.
Yeah, I had no idea that the ocean was just, you know, like going through the cities.
Right.
Yeah, it was amazing. So anyway, we're 1 year away from this, and today's 1 year anniversary, and we did the Mully Gump video for the Kevin's run, charity run. So if any of my new subscribers, if you haven't seen the Mully Gump video, check that out. That's probably one of the best videos we've ever made, and it's heartfelt. So I'm not fishing for hits, but if you'd like to see that video, check it out. That's where we were. We tried to inject a little bit of humor into the situation. But yeah, today there's still.
Yeah, it's been a year, but nothing haven't solved yet up in there. The people are still struggling there. The circumstances under what they have, and we have, because of tsunami, there's the giants of amount of rubbles there. Then somebody told me that to get rid of everything takes 65 years.
Yeah, probably gonna take entire cities or there's still hundreds of thousands of people living in shelters up there. I doubt that too many people have gotten their lives back, and so many people have lost family and friends, and they've lost everything that they've ever had.
Right. Then there's over 500 bodies and still unknown who the cannot identify the
unidentified. Yeah. So yeah, it's still, you know, even though we're a year away, the situation. I mean, they've cleaned up a lot. If you look at some of the before and after pictures, a lot of the places have been cleaned up very well, but there hasn't been any rebuilding as of yet, and the people still need help.
Right.
And
exactly.
So you know, this is another call, right? If you guys can donate to some charity, the Red Cross, Save the Children, whatever charity you can think of that would help these people. Do what you can. Well, we still do, right? We've got the J-Vlog shop. All proceeds from the J-Vlog shop go to Tohoku Relief. All right. Well, anyway, we just wanted to do a quick remembrance of the day.
Yeah, just
and to the people up north.
Remind us to not forget and still giving the help.
Right. So for the people up in So for the people up in the Tohoku region, we wish you all the best, and I wish there was more we could do for you. Okay. All right. All right, guys. We're out of here.
Bye-bye.
See ya.